The Unrivaled Tournament Series is here, the largest tabletop tournament in the country with 289 stores and thousands of players competing in 6 games. Ascension, King of Tokyo, Munchkin, Nevermore, Epic Spell Wars 2, and Villagers and Villains.
Players are competing for a trip to Las Vegas to play in the finals on October 27th to the 29th for a total cash prize pool of $250,000.
It's true, we've been all across the country.
We are here in Ontario, California at GameWorks.
It is week 2 of the Unrivaled Tournament Series. We're here in Las Vegas. Justin, my ears are filled with the pounding of the sea lions from the wharf.
Welcome to Seattle.
Here we are, Denver, Unrivaled Tournament,
It is.
here in Deloge, Missouri. Yes. In Austin, we're at the Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
We are talking to you about Unrivaled. We are here in Atlanta for Unrivaled. With a few weeks of regionals left, there is still a chance to compete and be crowned the Unrivaled champion. Welcome back to week 10 of our Unrivaled Tournament Series. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
Me neither. It's like I've
It's
imagined
going so fast. I'm having so much fun. They say time flies when you're having fun.
Who said that?
I do.
Uncle Iro. You.
No, me too.
It's kind of like
Same
you guys
thing.
share the same. There's the beard and the stash. Welcome all of our viewers. Thanks. We are going to get to some great tabletop gaming coming up very shortly. But first, I always start this way because I need to know from my own personal interest. Justin, where were you again this morning? You showed up just recently, and once we landed in Chesapeake, I lost you. I lose you all the time. You're like the Clifford, the puppy dog that goes off on a tangent. Where'd you go?
So you know I was going to walk home by myself after dinner, so
Yes.
I started walking, kept my head down, a little dark, felt some sand on my feet. I was unsure where I was, and I kind of kept walking, and felt water, looked up. I was at a beach. I thought I was lost, had no idea where I was, sat there for the whole night, got up. I was like, I have to get there. Turned around. Our hotel was right there the entire time. I was right outside our hotel. I saw some of the road crew leaving as I was getting back, and I was very embarrassed for myself. That's just the rule. Don't keep walking once you hit water.
That's a beautiful tale. Thank you for regaling us.
Not one of my finer moments.
But congratulations on finding the ocean. Fortunately, not only did you find the ocean, but I think we maybe found some winners here, hopefully in Chesapeake, because whoever comes out of this regional is going to be going to Las Vegas to compete in our grand finals in October.
Let's be honest, Chesapeake has a lot to live up to. Hot Atlanta was pretty competitive last week.
It was competitive. Let's touch on that for a second.
Yeah.
We saw some amazing gamesmanship. Our first game when we were let's dive into Munchkin just because it
second week in a row,
consecutive weeks.
Divine Intervention, Cleric wins it all, goes to Vegas.
It was crazy because we saw, again, this seems to be a running thread with our Unrivaled Tournament Series, family members playing each other. I don't know what they don't get out of
battle
at
of
the house.
Bands, battle of the fam, right?
Uncle Iro said that. Yeah. We saw Christy battling her stepson Matthew. To go in to win, she basically, Matthew was on the precipice of winning twice. He was on the cusp.
Matthew was trying to help, wanted to get some cards from her.
Right.
So she said, of course.
He was an elf. She actually used him to help, knowing very well that she was at level 7, knew her plan, knew she had a Wand of Dowsing, ended up getting a Gual card out of there. They fought the monster together. She levels up. She sells. She's holy and hairy. That's what I call being a halfling and a cleric. And gets to level 9 and then goes through, plays the Wand of Dowsing to grab that Divine Intervention.
And just mic drop.
It just mic drop. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
We got that recap.
We're mic drop into this recap.
Let's go to our feature table of King of Tokyo. Here we go. Oh my glories!
See ya.
Glories and
oh my goodness! Cyber Kitty is bye-bye. Goodbye, Kylie.
I think that is it. The twos. People are playing deuces down here in Austin.
That's 3 points already. He just needs one more point to win. And there we go. And that's a victory.
That should be it.
I'm here with Zoe.
Just really have fun and do your best to just play the game. It doesn't matter if you really win or lose, it's just to have fun.
Alrighty, and here we go. 5 cards at a time. The most intense part of this game, though, is the counting of the points.
Ooh, and the anticipation is building because someone will be headed to Vegas to compete for 10 grand.
Oh, look at that smile by Ryan.
Ryan, tell me a little bit about that victory you had. It was definitely at the end. That was a really close game.
But right now, let's go to our final table, King of Tokyo. I'm super excited. Ooh, there's some threes right there. That's a big first turn right there for Brendan. Get those 3 victory points right away. Goes into Tokyo, gets another one, I believe.
Oh! He's known for his smash rolls around here.
Still
And he
forward
does
smash.
it. Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Do
This is where he goes for Nova Breath.
I will buy the Nova Breath.
Ow! And he goes for Nova Breath.
Oh, this is gonna get good. Look, do it for the strip.
Oh!
Is that it?
5. Yes, without
King of Tokyo!
20.
Wow!
Tell me about that win, man. How's it feel?
I was very nervous. My heart's still pumping.
So smart.
Move right there.
Love it.
Why is that a good move early on?
So Magic Lamp, he's going to make the monster disappear. Yes, he's not going to get the levels, but he's going to get to take all that treasure without having to fight the monster. Oh, Stone Golem.
So she's now engaged in combat, so she can no longer stop fighting Stone Golem. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Dead.
oh, you see him scrolling through your cards. Justin, this is where it's very important to know what's in your hand.
Yeah.
Because that countdown isn't stopping for no one.
How's there gonna be a tiebreaker? Whoever the highest bonus right now.
No way!
Okay, so you are now the official winner of
Oh my God!
A divine intervention to win the game!
Stay tuned next
Stay
week.
tuned next
Where are
week.
we next week?
More Unrivaled. We're going to be in Atlanta. This is the
ATL.
largest tabletop tournament of 2017. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
Challenge everyone.
Sabotage. I knew a lot of people in Austin that were Team Justin. So I sabotaged it and played Austin because I know a lot of people in Atlanta were Team Tim.
That was
It's
unfortunate.
always Team Justin.
For me.
Austin
Thank
represent.
you for rubbing it in. If you're
Represent.
following Team Tim, Team Justin, Justin is at 77.8% of the vote, and I'm at a mere but fightful 22.2%.
Yep.
So you can vote online if you're following us on Smashcast. Feel free. One of us is going to get some cool Munchkin memorabilia. At the moment, it seems to be Justin. Last week, we saw some amazing Ascension played. James came out with the win,
Yes.
had a brilliant mix of constructs with the Drizzle, as well as some Mechana. Kind of edged out Amy, who was really tossing in a lot of mech on her own.
Speaking of Ascension, let's tell who won yesterday between all of us.
We don't have to do that either.
It was
I don't
me.
think they need to know
It was
this
me.
stuff.
It was me.
Why? it's been,
Enough talk about me.
it's a big U
Let's
week.
see who's going to win the Chesapeake Regional and get to Vegas.
Let's do it. Who do you have any favorites in your honor pool? Don't say McGregor. That doesn't count.
I'm
All
not
right,
gonna
here we
say
go.
anybody.
Live at that Ascension
just-
table
yeah.
winner going to Las Vegas. Let's check it out.
Okay, guys, today we are here in lovely GameWorks in Virginia to play our Ascension tournament for the Unrivaled Tournament Series, where one of you three, will actually have a chance to get to Vegas for the $10,000 grand prize. Yeah. Okay, so before we start, let's do some introductions. Since actually do not know your guys' names. Who do we have over here, my friend?
Scotty Lamb
There we
from
go.
Wilson, North Carolina.
Nice.
I'm Lee. You can also call me the future winner. I'm also from Wilson, North Carolina.
Nice. And then lastly?
Margaret from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Perfect. Okay. So guys, we're playing Ascension today. Normal supply. Just make sure that you keep track of what you're gaining and whatnot. And to start off the game, we'll have each of you guys flip the top card of the deck to make the main stack, or at least, the main lineup. And whoever's the highest cost card pulled out will go first. So, starting with you.
I just like that Wayne already said you can call me the winner.
We have before we have the Avatar Golem.
Like there was no hesitation.
There we have the Sea Giant with 5. I'll vote for you.
Yeah, thank you. That is
For
so
you,
sweet.
we have 3.
So what they're doing right now is
the
deciding who's
Pharaoh
first.
So
Each person
you are
will flip a card.
first. I will do the rest of the lineup, and I will be in charge of
Wayne already
That's what I'm
celebrating
talking
with the flying V.
making sure the lineup It is always
Yes,
lined
Mr.
up.
Not to go biblically, but you know, the first shall be last.
Ooh, and we've got
Let's not
some.
get religion involved here.
Hey, whenever you're ready, you may start the game.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Go
So
clockwise.
Yeah,
There we
clockwise
go
always.
into the
Okay.
center pile.
I have 1 militia. 1, 2,
So beginning of this game,
3, 4 apprentice eye.
very, very repetitive in the very beginning before strategies change. Got your apprentices, got
The
your
lifebound
militia.
initiate.
Throwing down the militia right
that
there
leaves
and
me
the
with 3.
apprentices. Got the lifebound initiate.
Good to take those small cards early, right? Is that what you would
Especially
say?
lifebound initiate as he pulls that away, the next
go
time
with
he
the
plays
Wolf
it,
Shaman.
it's going to
For
give
the
him
other 3.
1 honor and 1 rune. We're also picking the Wolf Shaman, so as we see a little bit of lifebound construct right there, pulling that Wolf Shaman away
1,
as it got pulled up.
2, 3, 4, 5 apprentice.
Ooh, and the what's the probability of drawing 5 apprentice on the first hand?
I will take this one drop.
Probably.
I think
No, I'm not good at math.
Choose the stone circle.
Ooh, Druids replaces the reactor monk.
I have to say,
Is it okay if I just pick it up and read it?
No.
while he's reading it real quick, Justin, do
Read
you
it
find
out
that going
loud.
first is a big
Yes,
advantage in
Acquire
Ascension?
hero would cost 3
Not
or
really, I don't
less
see-
without paying its cost. Put it on top of your deck.
Much of advantage
I
as
think
we
I
hear
will
the card
take
red
that.
right there.
If you guys ever need clarifications on what a card does, you are more welcome to ask, and I will explain it to you to the best of my abilities.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna take one.
Method pops out.
I only have 1 militia, so can't do
Hard to
anything
see
with
what
that
she
one.
took there, but
All right.
I'm sure it
back
was
around
good.
to me. A militia, which is nothing. 1 apprentice, 2 apprentice high, 3 apprentice high, 4 apprentice high.
4 apprentice out.
yeah,
Four.
that it, as we all
guess that's
know,
the
is the
proper,
plural for.
I have no idea.
They're
I just like
apprentice.
saying apprentice high.
Just say apprentice.
It's all part of his plan to be as annoying as possible to take
If
you
I
off the
hit on
game.
annoy me.
I'm going Demon Slayer. I was about to say. They call
So
her
very
mom.
easy,
I'm
picking
sure
up the
she has
cards,
kids, I'm sure they're annoying too.
Beginning of the game, very easy. Just throwing down your apprentices,
They're the
militia,
best kids in the world.
grabbing the cards from the middle. There's not a lot of drawing cards
Did
at
I
the
go up?
You
beginning.
never will.
Yes, I was.
Flush the demon,
One is
says
even going to
Lee.
Vegas with me.
Nah, wait. I didn't realize you were buying a ticket to go with him because
Don't need
I am the
one.
one winning.
I don't need to buy one.
2 apprentice, 2 militia.
2 apprentices, 2 militia right there for Scott. See what he does right here.
You might need some heavy infantry.
If we can take a look at the board.
Wait, I have 3 apprentices. Which means
You know, that one's not very good.
Koa.
this one says gain 2
You might
power.
want some Mystic first.
2 of my favorite cards are out there
Now we use
that
this
I
to
think
punch a cultist.
early on
Templar pops out.
can have a
What
big
if
effect
they're
on your
good to use,
on your
man?
deck. The Reactor Monk and the Avatar Golem.
okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Are you
What
good?
what are so powerful about those, or what
Of
gives
course, I have
them
the same hand I had last
such
time.
like early on an advantage?
They're the only
you're
2.
going
Well,
to get-
some of the only mech cards that you can have an entire effect on any faction
militia, there's
with
nothing
their
out there
hero,
for me,
and they're
so,
only 4 to purchase. So
Demon Slayer.
Nice
3
pickup
power.
of Demon
There it
Slayer.
is.
Militia 4 power.
wow,
Going
that's
with
big.
power first right here. Taking a look at the board. What can he get?
He can't get that Sea Tyrant, sadly, but he can.
There's
He's got the Corrosive Widow out there and a Method.
I do, but I'm not going to talk about it right now.
I'm gonna have 4, so I'm going to take
Too
out.
early for that.
going to kill the
that
method
one
right
to
there.
get- Was that 2? 2. Yes.
You say kill for all those people out there. Banish going
And
to
I'll
the
make
void
that
means
card.
you never see that card again, correct?
Exactly.
Card, which is Seer, pops out.
And I'm gonna get rid of Hadron Collider.
You know he's a good
Ooh.
strategist when he's pondering on the
Banish is
mustache
in the
and the
Hedron.
I was
goatee.
going to have enough for this turn.
1, 2, 3 apprentice eye.
So we banish the Hedron.
Yes, and I would say
You
from.
may bash cards. I'm gonna get that one.
Oh, forward path right there.
I know it's early for Lee, but you can already tell with that Demon Slayer, he's favoring the power side of things.
Yeah.
And if you're playing power, you're trying to destroy the rest of the mech, pretty much.
See right there,
So I
Scott
have
plays
1, 2, 3, 4.
an initiate to get his
5
card, get to draw a
these.
card early, which is pretty big. It's also going to come into effect later on. 4 apprentices, as we see right there. Pretty big buying power. See what he
Yeah, I don't
wants
know
to
why
do on
Mortal
the
Kombat
board.
just popped in my head.
He's going to take the Reactor Monk.
2. I'm going to take the Reactor Monk. That leaves me with 1.
Cetra, Weaver of Stars.
Cetra, Weaver of
allows me
Stars
to do
is
nothing.
thrown on the board in replace of the reactor monk.
DG Pirate on Twitch says Margaret has that
So
game
I'll play
face,
my temple
and it is so
first.
true. She is ready.
And what's he do for me? So I'm gonna get 3. Each opponent must destroy a construct which they don't have.
See what Margaret has there. Defeating those monsters. Some monsters have certain abilities after not just gaining honor or runes. You can destroy constructs, make people just pick one construct to keep.
One.
I'm still focused on her game face. They said Margaret's got a game face. My game face is the same face I make when I see scrambled eggs at breakfast.
Shaman, I gain 1 rune and I draw a card.
Ooh, see, there's that wolf shaman.
Lifebound Initiate, I gain another rune and a victory and an honor.
So this is good. He's playing a nice little mix
Pairing
of
the
Lifebound.
Lifebound right there,
Yep.
wolf shaman and Lifebound Initiate. Now throwing his Apprentice Eye on there.
5 Apprentice Eye.
5 Apprentice
And
Eye.
Militia.
I see with my tiny apprentice eye.
Sorry, 5.
That was good, I like that.
Thank you.
And I think I'm going to take.
Take the Shadow Star lead. No, he's got a 5. You take the Snapdragon, especially if he's Lifebound? Or do you stay
go with
Avatar
the-
Golem with 1?
Initiative.
He's going with a lot of
1,
initiatives.
so leaves me with 4.
So he's 4 more left. What is he going to do?
Oh, and that's huge. Wow, that's a big play.
Oh, that stinks.
So
So
twofold?
he
the
smartly
one
took
where
the
you
1.
copy it
Twofold
effectively
was tossed to the center, and
Very
twofold allows
big
you to.
move by Lee. Interesting. We talked to Lee earlier. Let's get to Lee with our gamer on the ground. See what he has to say
One Apprentice, one
about
Militia.
this Ascension game and what this regional
Apprentice,
meeting
3
can.
Apprentice.
Hey everyone, it's Christian here with Lee out of Blue Ox Games. Lee, what game are you playing today?
We're playing Ascension.
Now, you said we, so there's somebody else you brought with you?
Oh yeah, me and a couple of my friends came down. 2 of us placed in the regionals, so we came down together. So
Who's going to win?
yeah, like that's a question. Right here.
I think we got him. So, speaking about winning, is there any specific strategies you have in this game? Do you like to go for constructs? Do you like to, kill monsters? You have a favorite card?
That
was a lot of questions.
Yeah, that was a lot of questions. I don't really have a strategy. The strategy kind of changes as the game is played. So I kind of
As it should.
Yeah, I kind of try to adapt. As far as a favorite card, Cetra is a really nice one. I can just reach out, grab a hero, say, "Yep, this was mine." So she's one of my favorites. That's a hard one to get because it's kind of a high cost, but it's still a favorite.
Have you been to Vegas before?
Once for a convention, a retailers convention with a local game shop. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to party as much as I wanted to, but what you gonna do? It was still fun.
So if you make it, board games and party.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got to keep the priorities straight. Games first, party second.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Lee.
Would you really just say not?
It's always fun to have a little competitiveness with your friends, especially in something
on,
like a
man.
regional
Come on.
that has big implications.
That's a man that knows his priorities. Like you said, games first, party second. That's the way to do it. While we were talking with Lee, Margaret went ahead and picked up that Avatar Golem, so that'll be interesting to see how she uses that. Again, that's going to gain you 2 power, 1 honor for each faction you control.
Yep.
I don't see any heroes. There's no
What
heroes.
is the mystic and the heavy
Well,
infantry?
the mystic is a hero.
And the heavy infantry is a
Ooh,
hero.
says Margaret.
So I will
Eat this.
Mystic.
Scott taking a
One
Mystic.
Apprentice. Oh, that's right. It goes on top of my deck.
And again, one of those things that you may not have caught as we were cutting.
So then 1 Apprentice, 2 Apprentice.
Huge
and one-
swing. Lee went ahead and took that 2-fold Ascara, which copies the
Yes.
effect of any hero. Justin, you're obsessed with that card in like a weird way.
I think I'm gonna
I have a 2-fold obsession, some would say.
You're so
Ooh, look at that.
You're so bifurcated.
What did Scott just pick up? I know it's a void construct, wasn't able to see, but those void constructs, why are they so powerful, Crusade of T?
Oh, look at you with your wordplay. Well, power is power, and in the Void faction, that's what it's all about. Destroying monsters and keeping your deck thin.
Interesting hand right there by Margaret. We see
There's that-
apprentices, Avatar Golem, the Arha Templar.
I love Arha Templar.
What's the Arha Templar going to do, especially if the board is filled with a bunch of monsters?
Defeat a monster 4 or less, and that's what she's debating. Let's see what she does. Because there isn't one out there, but she can hit the
has the
cultist with it,
cultist.
right?
Yeah.
But she does have that Avatar Golem's power for 2, so we'll
2
see.
for heavy infantry.
She's getting that heavy infantry. So like you said, a lot of the strategy right now with a bunch of people
More
are
infantry isn't
powerful,
gonna help
more
me.
powered.
Again, with
There's
3
no
players, you're only playing for
monster
90
with 4
honor.
or less, so he's not going to help me.
So
They
perhaps
throw
it's
that
a,
Arha Templar.
Oh,
However,
wait, I can hit the cultist again.
there we go, Margaret.
there it is. Smart move.
I thought she was going to see
One
it.
more, yeah.
So just because there's no monster on the
Almost
board,
forgot
Jake,
about
or
that.
one that she can't defeat, the cultist still counts as a monster.
Yes.
So with an
He's a
Arha
monster.
Templar,
Yes, it is too.
you can
So-
only
Yes,
beat it
it
for
is exactly right.
one time,
So
right?
yeah, heard from Lee. Okay. Let's hear from Margaret now. See what she has to say. I know she's kind of butting heads with Lee and Scott so far, so let's hear what she has to say about this ascension.
Everyone, it's Christian here with Margaret. Margaret playing out of Dream Days, correct?
Yes, I did play at Dream Days. Well, I had to keep up with it because I played at Gamers Guild also. So
Okay, couple shots played out.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Hey,
It's all about Vegas, man. All
yeah,
about Vegas.
all about Vegas. So, how long you been playing Ascension for?
A month. Yeah.
Picked it up a month ago and already playing at a final table here?
I like it. I like it. And I've already bought 2. I'm in an eBay bid right now for 3 more. So whoever you are, don't outbid me. So,
Don't outbid her.
that's right.
So, all right. I know you didn't want to answer the question, but I heard you may have played. A couple people are sitting down at the table. You can answer how you'd like. I'm just going to say, do you have a strategy going in? Is this going to,
I'm just going to do me. But I think he brought another friend to play against me. So at Dream Days, there was a gentleman that's here. I think he's playing another game. But he brought a friend that actually beat me. That's why I'm here instead of in Vegas right now. And I think he brought another friend. So I'm starting to take a little personal.
So when you win, is it going to be sweet vindication?
Yeah, but I'll be kind. I'll be kind.
You kill him with kindness?
Yes, that's what I do.
Do you have a favorite card that you like while playing Ascension, the base game?
I like Golem. I really like the little Golem guy. And he's my fave. Yeah, he's my fave. Because I love to play my construct. So
All right. And then any plans for if you make it to Vegas?
yeah, but it's probably not good for you probably need to be 18 or over.
It might be. I mean, that's good TV. No. So gaming, then party.
Yes, yes. I've got to win the money so that we can have the party. So that's the plan. Yeah.
I like these plans.
If
plans.
I don't win, you'll find me at the blackjack table. Okay, so maybe the next World Poker Series, yeah, we'll try that.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, Mark. This has been great.
I don't think anybody would ever
Great.
mistake me
I
for a
hope Margaret makes it to Vegas because I want to know about the parties. As we saw, she played that Burrow Mark. She's able to draw a card.
I'm not going to be able to use my militia, so.
Big hand there for her.
She does have that Burrow Mark out there right now. You said draw a card. Is that the power that all mechanists have, or is that specifically tied to Burrow?
Specific to the Burrow Mark. And for those of you following us on Smashcast and Twitch and Facebook Live and YouTube Live, thank you. Just to let you know, we are going to have some other games coming up right after this. We've got Ascension, Ampersand, Epic Spell Wars as well. So,
King of Tokyo.
and King of Tokyo. Did I say Ascension?
You said
Yeah,
Ascension
it's,
as
we're
we're
watching
watching.
Ascension. That's how dedicated I
I
am.
may banish a card in the center row.
Ooh, let's see what Lee has to banish right now. Very interesting.
Banish,
Does he
banish, banish.
Yep.
Ooh.
Adrian Link 7 buying power, 7
Draw some
honor
stuff.
though.
Yeah.
Big honor for
Not only that, that's the second best mech card out there.
and he already banished
Gives you the
the
ability to-
the Hedron cannon.
Right.
Gain
Any
one,
any
and I draw a card.
any construct becomes a mech construct.
Yes.
If you haven't
I'm
played.
going
And that's good when you pair him up.
This card.
So he could play the banish another
Copies
card.
that.
Oh,
So I get another one and draw a card.
there we go.
Lifebound gives you that ability, right? To
Yeah.
I mean,
Lifebound
you see it a
initiative.
lot with Enlightened and
Like
Lifebound.
especially right here.
Rune
And an honor right here.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Life bounds are big on Bruce
4,
power
5,
and
6,
honor power
7.
together combined.
Somebody
with
hadn't
those.
got rid of my Cetra.
It's like Captain Planet for factions.
That's what he wants to do right here.
You can see he was pretty bitter because Margaret banished that Cetra while we were at that interview, which was a huge deal for him.
So we see him right there. He's going to take that Snapdragon, combining his life bound together, really going life bound construct as we see early on.
Right? 7, yeah. 5, 2.
I was just making sure.
Now, proportionately, is there a stronger faction to play necessarily, or?
Not necessarily, in my opinion. Just depends. Strategy is really how you want to play it. Some people will stick to one the whole time.
Y'all want to skip.
But if you can, I would say if you can purchase those Mechanos,
Get them.
get them. Those are big points at the end.
Here we see the board, by the way, filled with 4 monsters at the moment. So now, perhaps,
So I'm going to have 3 power.
So 3
And
power
I'm
by
going to
Scott.
play Reactor Monk, which gives
That's
me 2
big with
runes.
the
I
monsters
pay
on the
1
board right
less
here.
the next time I acquire a construct this turn. And then 2 apprentices.
2 apprentices,
So that gives me
or apprentici.
4 runes.
Andrew Trey from Twitch says, "Crush him, Margaret."
Semi-Owl's Trickster.
Also, there's some people like obsessing on Twitch with Christian's beard, which we can all say is very unhealthy and hasn't been washed in a long time. I can testify to that. I know his roommate on the road.
I have 5 runes.
Scott has 5 buying power.
Do you go with
Interesting to see
Emery?
What he's going to do is he scopes over the board.
One short of that Emery, which would be huge at the moment, because as we know, monsters take up a majority of the deck. 28 monsters compared with all the other cards. Highest ratio.
Look.
I was going to go with Fantastic
That's
Void.
Snapdragon. No, that's the Adrizzle.
Egg
Let's see
drizzle.
Drizzle back. Interesting move. Maybe he doesn't want him as we see a nice shot of his arm. Looking at the Avatar
That's
Golem.
for my money, for my runage. That's what I take.
Nice shot of his arm again.
Love that elbow.
This, I paid 1 less for it because.
Know that another name for elbow is weenus?
Didn't want to hear that.
Oh, okay.
So
He does take the Adrizzle staff.
Okay.
I have 4, 5, and I paid 1 less, so I'm left with 3.
Which kid?
No, you paid 3.
Go with a mystic.
You're left with 2.
Oh, 2 left as Margaret counters him with the mathematics.
Margaret is
Maybe I need my
fierce.
calculator.
Got a scientific one on my phone.
Andrew Trey says Christian's beard smells of lavender
So I
and
have 2
freedom.
runes, I guess. The only thing I can do is buy one of these.
Only thing to do is take heavy inventory.
that heavy
That's exactly
inventory.
what Scott does. Decent move right there by Scott.
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited to hear. Let's hear a little bit more from Scott. See maybe about his strategy, what he would do with Vegas if he went to Vegas.
Gamer on the ground.
Hey everyone, this is Christian. I'm here with Scott playing out of Blue Ox Games. Scott, how you doing today?
Doing fine, thanks.
So you're playing Ascension?
We are playing Ascension. It's one of the first deck building games I've ever played, but I enjoy it. Yeah.
So you say we. Lee said that as well. I'm taking you here with Lee.
We are. We've been friends for about 10 years now, and he's actually the one who started dragging me to this tournament. And so
you might not be friends after you see his tape.
It's okay, because it all comes from his insecurity over my superiority and good looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that because he said when I asked him, I said, "Who's going to win?" He's like, "Not even a question." So we have something we like to say differently.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to making decisions in the moment, he's just too flighty. More level-headed and older, so old age and treachery always overcomes youth and exuberance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then last question for you: is there a favorite card that you have when you play?
From that game, no, because you just never know what's going to come out. So since it's sort of random, I just try to pick the best one.
Like constructs or heroes?
The constructs, because gathering up the constructs, you get effects, plus they usually have more value at the end of the game. So constructs if I can.
Awesome, Scott. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I love it. So here we have 2 friends playing pitted against each other for a trip to Vegas. And as you heard Scott, he said that Lee is flighty and probably incapable of making a solid, level-headed decision.
All I can say is it's very cool to me that these 2 friends are playing each other right now.
I love it. What would you call me? if when we play, do you have an adjective to describe me?
This isn't the time and place for this right now.
Wow,
I just
that's
wouldn't
cruel.
want to get into it.
That's cruel.
I'm going to play the Druids in Stone Circle.
All right,
This
Druids
is
out there.
Right here, it would cost 3 or less without paying its cost. And put it on top of my deck.
Scott's going to take that monster or that hero that he's going to get, immediately goes to the top of the deck. And now that board's filled with a lot of monsters.
I was going to say, do you see your strategy changing at all? No one can afford Emery at this point.
3.
He throws a couple apprentices and runes
then
down. And
2
then the
militia.
2 militia. Really can't
Plus
do
a
much.
Shadow Star for 3.
Ooh, but the Shadow Star allows him to get that 3+. Now he has 5. Where would you go with this right here?
Is
5 power.
Not a lot of contracts
Is
out.
that last monster on the board?
Yes.
Gain 1.
Is it a 3?
That was
Yeah.
a 3. Tormented Soul.
I'm sorry, what does it say?
Gain 1 point, draw a card.
That's what I would do. But that's me.
Speak up for those in the back.
That's what I would do. But that's me. He's got 5.
You got 5. Maybe he's going for the 3/2.
I mean,
Samael's Trickster,
he can't afford unless he
So
needs the
then
Avatar
that gives
Golem, which
me-
would be smart.
which I think he might have gotten up to that now to get the Avatar
Voltron is
Golem.
alternate now, Spirit.
Again, just an update on our points. Scott's at 4, Lee showing 13 honor on the board, Margaret in second place as far as honor goes that we can see with a solid 8. And there we go, that Watchmaker's out there. Indeed, he took that Avatar.
We're going to play this one first,
Hush falls over the crowd.
and we will
So, Justin, why is it important as we
this
watch
one?
Margaret's turn unfold to play
Feed him, so I get-
sequentially
what is
for
that,
those
3? I can't
new
say.
beginners?
Yeah, it's 3.
And you have to.
Because if you
everybody
have-
has to destroy constructs.
Let Margaret
2 from you, make a 5.
conversate right here. But as you go,
So we have to
if you have somewhere
Yeah, so
wrong,
destroy means,
say
yeah,
6
destroy one of your
runes,
contracts that you
6
control,
power.
which means putting you to destroy
buy
power.
a monster for
everybody or
3,
Just the opponent.
Okay.
and
Yeah, every
if it
player
flips
except
over
Each
another
opponent.
monster that's less than 3 or 3.
Right, so we're gonna
you
play
can
my
buy
other
that.
one.
So you want to wait to see what that next
Looks
card
like
is
he's
going
the
to be,
only one I
because
can
maybe that's going to be a card that's
So
going to
I'll
help
take
you out,
another
maybe in the
draw
long run.
card.
You don't just want to throw all your
Avatar
eggs in one basket and
Golem
just go
here.
do this, without even
have
waiting to see
2,
what else is going to be thrown up.
3,
Has Bashishi going to throw down some
4,
power?
draw a
She already throws
card.
down some runes a little bit. Adds 2 more runes as we see in her hands
Can't
with
do
the
too much with them,
apprentices.
so I'll hit the cultist.
So she's going to hit the
twice.
cultist twice as we hear her.
2 more.
I like that she had double Arhas out there. And we see the Avatar of the Fallen on the
You
board.
know they say a double Arha is
This
LOL.
one and that one. We'll just take both of them.
Uncle Iroh said that.
Sky.
Stick of Creation, Shadow Star.
You're like 10 ahead of me.
I am not 10.
That was a big turn for Margaret.
Yes.
She just
Oh,
went
good
up.
round
She
up.
just went up 6 honor points total,
right.
especially because of those double Arhas.
Right. So I have.
You're welcome. I didn't banish any cards that time.
Kind of wish you had. I have a militia and another militia, so I'm going to punch a cultist. And I have an apprentice, another 2 apprentice eye, and a mechanic initiate that I'm going to use for the rune. And I'm going to take.
Smart move right there, taking the Mechana Initiate, adding it to his rune count to give him 3, takes a Mystic.
Play the Aura Initiative.
Doesn't seem much right now, but it's a good move right there by Lee. You want to take that Mecha Initiate, wait to see what's on the board, how much cards you have before you decide. Why is that important to
gives me 1
decide it
power.
after seeing your
And the
hand
first
instead
time
of
I
just
defeat a monster
automatically
in
putting
the
I want
center
this
of each
first?
turn, I gain an honor.
As we watch
So I
Scott,
have 1, 2, 3 apprentices.
I will respond in
and
1
a mystic,
second.
which gives me 5.
It's important because basically, if you have to see your
I'm going
totality of your hand before you start determining what to banish. That's why I always draw all your cards if you can right away.
Yes.
Because then you know what you're working with, and then play according to, like you said, sequentially. Let the
Don't
let
wanna
the card
jump
from
to
the deck
conclusions,
be.
right? You don't
yeah.
wanna jump to
Yeah, you don't want that mat. You don't want that mat.
Alrighty. So,
Margaret with 3 apprentices, 1 militia, and we don't see a lot of
Play a
mystics
little
or heavy
Dawn,
infantry
I'm
at the
gonna-
moment.
gain 1 for every construct I have.
Wow, that's nice. So
I
she'll
get
just gain
2.
1. And here would be if she
Hold
still
on
had
a
those
minute.
double Arhas out right now to hit up both of those
1,
mistake of creations. That would be
2,
huge.
3. I'll go ahead and take the Shadow Star.
Alpaca Groove
I don't
says
even have
torn.
one anymore. So I have 2, 3.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
I will just hit the cultist one time.
Wow. If she had that hand ago, she would be sitting pretty to banish both those mistake capricious. Here's my question. With Scott being so far behind on honor on the board, Justin, how does he get back into this?
Well, I don't think he needs to overreact that much to automatically
Play
see
Demon
needs to
Slayer. So that gives me
the
3
honor
power.
on the board. He can still
Twofold
build his deck with
discard,
Mechanic Construct.
which
That's
gives
an easy way to
me
get that
another 3 power. So that's
just
8.
because he's only at
6.
4 honor right now doesn't
And the
mean
infantry gives me 8.
he needs to panic. This is a long
I'm
game.
going to
He needs a
take
couple
out
moves, build
Avatar.
his deck. If he can get a
Phone
bunch
two,
of
what does that give me?
Wow.
4 points, Aonomi.
Wow.
Or defeat.
Huge.
You get to see the replace, and then you get 4.
Ooh, there's a nice fly
Smart
trap,
provided.
which, like I said, don't over panic. You find some cards that work well together, easily back in a game on 1 or 2 turns.
So it's going to go to your discard pile.
Yes.
This is huge. This is huge. And I think he's gonna take the fly trap witch.
No, he's going to take Emery. He's going to go for that
go
power.
with
Told you.
There it is.
Emery.
Smart. And why do you do that at the moment? Mainly because we still haven't seen a ton of monsters.
Yeah.
We've only
I have
seen.
Wolf Shaman. Gain 1 and draw a card. 1 rune.
Wow,
Princess
that's big.
2 runes. Mystic 4 runes. So I'm going to
So he still has 4 runes. Still his turn.
Initiate. So that leaves me with 3 runes.
Arbiter of the Precipice.
Ooh, one of my favorite cards out there, J-Man. Great way to thin your deck. Draw 2 cards, banish 1 from your hand.
Correct. And 1 militia, which gives me 2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4 apprentices. Yes, so.
Out of Arbiter of the Precipice.
And he
I
takes
like
it.
that card. It's a
Oh.
void. Void are big factions for me. It allows you to thin your deck, banish
trying to
cards
come
through your
through.
hand in your discard pile. It's
take
going to be
this
good.
Why do you do that to me? Why do you insist upon one-upping exactly what I just said
We're going to start
and saying it better?
with
And
him. Go ahead
it
and
hurts
defeat
me.
him.
Well, sometimes when you win one
So,
game of Ascension,
I
you're
get
headed
4.
all the way to the clouds.
You're so.
And I may banish a card from the center row and or a card in my discard pile. So I'm going to banish the fly trap and
If I'm
my
Margaret,
apprentices.
I would not have done that. I would have
Okay.
banished
Well,
unless she
you can,
didn't.
so
That's a good point.
that's fine.
Unless she didn't have a discard pile, it was hard for me to see. But I would always choose my discard pile, especially with her with her Arha Templars that she has.
Yes.
If she can get to those faster, she can destroy the
So
monsters
3,
quicker.
so let's go ahead and fight.
DEG Pirate says,
Sorry.
all thin
there's
your
Read
deck.
him from the side. So I get 1 and 1,
That
1,
works.
1.
That's kind of cool that he would volunteer to do that for you.
Yeah.
Muramasa!
Like one of your bags.
So
You gotta take
that's
this.
just going to be 3. So
You like
I
it.
will
It's
not
take.
looking
I love it.
Turn it around.
I'll take a Mystic.
Turn it around, Scotty. Turn it around. Keep up alive, man. Keep up alive.
You're up?
All right. Mystic. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna use this one for the ring for 6.
Ooh, as we see
and
you
I'm
right
going
there.
for the land
A lot of
talker.
apprentices, but throws down the
He
Mechanic,
talks
and he's
to
going
the
to look
land.
at that land talker right there.
I talked to everybody else.
That's true.
One of those
I'm
things.
gonna place a Watchmaker's altar. Once per turn, I gain
Interesting
1
move
rune.
with that
I
land
spend
talker.
it
Why is it so big when it comes
to
to
gain a
taking down monsters?
construct.
Or
Land
buying
talker?
heroes. Buying heroes,
Has to be
sorry.
Because it's going to give you 3.
Right,
It's going
right.
to give you 3 runes.
So I'm gonna play the
Wow,
Temple
don't sound so
Librarian. I'm gonna discard
hard
the
about that.
I'm
Apprentice.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Play the Aura Initiate. Draw another card.
There's that
Alright,
Arha
so
Initiate.
I gain 1 for the construct. That gives me 3 power. I gain.
Wow, here we go. Here we go. We
You
see
get
Scott's
jazzed up
plan
with the
coming into
Avatar
fruition.
bonus.
I'm sorry, he's got a lot of mech
Oh.
coming out right now, and he's got his
I get 1
construct.
honor for each faction among constructs I control. So I get 2.
You can just take 3,
I love his accent.
give you 5.
You're on the board with a red.
Soft, supple, and beautiful.
Going to play Core the Ferromancer. I gain 2 more power.
Yes!
And
Wow!
because I control 2 or more constructs, I get to draw a card.
A couple mystics right there.
And now I have 2 mystics.
Gonna add that to that.
So that's 1 power, 3, 5, 7.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
4 runes. I'm going to punch this guy in the face. I get 5, and each opponent chooses a construct they control, destroys the rest.
Go ahead and picked up that Sea Tyrant. That's clutch.
And all right, so I had 1, 3, 5, 7, and that was
5. So he's got 2 left.
Interesting to see what he's going to do right here.
Hit the cultist for 1. And just like that,
and then
Scott is back in the mix and has a decent amount of honor in his deck. So even though he's down at the moment on honor,
I told you, Scott just didn't have to panic. He's back up to 12 right now.
We talk about it so much. You can't. The power of construct, the power of a card being on the table every turn is so different than having to take up space in your hand.
I'm going to take this construct.
I mean, and he takes another construct. It was Mechana as well, so he's kind of building up those Mechanas.
It was Mechana. That was a huge hand for Scott.
Draw a card.
How's Margaret going to counter here?
It's 3, 4, 5.
It's looking a little better for old Scotty over here.
I told you, turn it around. Don't turn too far around.
Every tired.
Every now and then I get a little bit on her.
What's that one say? I can't quite read it.
Oh.
We've got a lot of talk on Twitch about alpaca rides, which has nothing to do with what's going on the table.
I'm sorry,
so all I will say is,
I'm sorry for singing.
Okay,
I
so
would
we're
love
gonna
to
go
ride
ahead
an
and fight that
alpaca.
one.
Thank you.
You got to destroy construct.
Destroy 1, huh?
Temple Librarian pops out.
Okay, so I'll take the Temple Librarian.
Again, we have someone saying down with Cam. That's interesting.
1, so can't do anything with that. So yeah. That's it.
All right, this is mine. Seer the Fork Path. I draw a card, and I may banish a card in the center row. I'm going to get rid of the Muramasa. Away with it.
But it's so pretty with all the flames.
I do love that flaming sword. Some script in the middle of it.
What is the grand design?
It's the grand design.
Well, obviously, it's that right there.
Once per turn,
The
gain
grand
2
design
last
was
limits
the
to
bean in
acquire
Chicago.
Arcana constructs.
And a book by Stephen Hawking.
Just a quick quote from the literature on Muramasa. Wield the devil and hell will tremble before you. I love that.
Apprentices
I gain
is-
1 and 1.
Apprentice I would be 1, not 5. Can you count to 2?
Oh!
So obviously, because you just lost count.
And a math dig on the
Which
table.
is kind of sad. Which is kind of sad because
All talk and no counts.
I work in a lab, so it's kind of sad that I don't
That's
count.
scary.
It is.
If you can
Yeah,
divide that
burn it down.
lead,
Yeah,
that's
think about
an
that next
insult.
time.
Exactly.
Tylenol.
5.
Tylenol, good thing I don't use Tylenol.
Oh, we don't do
Tylenol,
Tylenol.
people. Stay away from Tylenol.
We don't need Tylenol. I'm gonna get the
Yeah,
alter.
Tylenol is a great product. We enjoy
If
Tylenol.
you don't want a liver,
Side note for all of our followers,
I'll
we
take
are
care of that for me.
we are not sponsored at the moment by
Are you
Tylenol.
3.
do you know what you're doing?
Of course I do. I
pretty
always know what I'm
sure.
doing.
He never knows what he's doing.
I
I
always
think
know what
you
I'm
guys
doing.
need to speed this up. I got places to be.
Don't rush me, Mom. I have 1 apprentice, 1 militia.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting this in play. So I now have
I was holding my breath for those
3
last couple
power.
turns. Finally got to breathe.
You were
another
drifting. I was
apprentice.
concerned
was
about
so
you.
cons- I
I mean,
wasn't-
we had this test earlier who could do it longer, but you weren't supposed to do it while we were
And
streaming.
a rune.
I wanted to see what they were all going to do. I was going to see if I could hold myself for an entire cycle.
I almost called in one of the people from GameWorks with an extra taco just
Sorry
to
for those
revive
that
you.
were waiting to hear my voice. I was trying to hold my breath.
It's like when he's
There was a
Mystics,
friendly bet
everything's
between
like,
me and Tim. I
the
couldn't hold my
fight
breath
might be over.
through the entire
I know,
turn
right?
of everyone. I think I won.
You did it.
No heroes.
Back to the game, we see a Master Darthar on the table.
He needs
So we got a lot of big runes, big rune cards on the table at the moment, and those grand designs, if Scott can pick one up, will be huge for him.
And that goes on top of my deck.
Correct.
And he's taking that on the top of his deck using the druids.
And then I have 2 runes left.
See what Scott's going to do. 2 runes left here as he scopes the table. Has to take a heavy infantry is all he got, really.
You're
That
good?
will be my turn.
Awesome.
If these cards showed up at the beginning of the game with such high rune counts, it would be hard to
Take
clear
care of
them.
him.
That's when you just go Mystic Heavy
Advantage
Infantry.
card in the center row and or 1, and I gain 4.
Ooh. Look at you,
And
Margaret.
What I'm going to do.
She takes down that card.
Margaret's been our main
Let's go ahead and
banisher
get
of
rid of-
monsters.
She is in the lead right now.
Since they're both the same.
And she banishes the Grand Design.
Tormented Soul
Flipped up, Tormented Soul pops up.
And I
Thank
can
Christian for letting us
discard
know.
one from my
Or
hand,
CJ,
but I'm not
sorry.
worried about it.
They're easily mistakable.
She still has that Brew of her Mark, so every turn she's going to get a card, or draw a card when that card gets put into play. So we look at her hands.
So we'll play the
Lifebound, she
initiative.
gets a
We'll
rune
get
and an honor.
another Rune and another point. So, let's see, I think I want to do this one first.
So at this point, if you're Margaret, are you sticking with the
Let's go ahead and hit him and draw a card, right?
with your power? I mean, you continue just. I mean, even though right now at the moment the board is entirely rune based, how do you shift right now if you're her? Because she's got so much monster destruction in her deck.
It's
Tablet of Time.
everything.
Sorry.
You got decided for the Tablet of Times Dawn. Why? What's the excitement there? Why is that so?
It's
such a good card to
Just making
have.
sure.
Because
construct to have.
when Time's Dawn ends, you get to tap into it for another turn,
Okay,
banish
sir.
it, and get one more turn after the one you have, which during the end of the game is so incredible because you've got your builds coming up, those builds that you've worked on, those huge hands.
To the princess. So it's going to be 3. And
Got a Mecha Initiate. See what he's going to use that for.
Don't you swear at me.
He's using the runes, or the rune power for that. Adds up to 4 now as he's scoping. I'm using the word scope a lot today. I like it.
Scoping.
He's taking
Sounds
the
like
reactor
I'm,
mode,
sounds like
or
I'm
he's
doing
looking at
mouthwash.
it.
grab the reactor mod.
He's going to take it. See what CJ
And then
flips
we'll
up.
play heavy infantry to hit a cultist.
Yeah, punching a cultist.
Okay.
Decent move right there for Lee.
So-
Decent move right there.
Again, Scott is still about halfway behind, but you know
No time
he's
to
got.
panic.
He doesn't have a lot of. He was
Shadow Star.
last, I believe.
So now I have.
So as long as it gets through Lee,
That's the last time, didn't he? I mean, a construct.
No, he did. His construct destroyed
Okay.
was the Shadow Star from last
Okay.
time.
All right, let's make sure.
Let's do a back try.
Margaret
Then I
twirling the
have
hair,
the reactor
smelling the hair,
Corrosive Widow.
thinking,
Corrosive
does
Widow
it smell
was
like
the Shadow
victory?
Star. Yes, he did destroy it. It was the Shadow Star.
Checking.
Interesting
Okay.
hand right there for
Sometimes
Scott.
it'll be about
Has a double apprentice. You see that druids he's been using
I
a
have
lot lately.
2 runes. The Reactor Monk says I pay 1 less to get a mechanic construct.
So it would be
3
cost you
runes,
5.
4 runes.
So that one would cost you 5. That's the only mechanic construct out there.
Yeah. So I have 2, 3, 4.
Interesting look at the table right now. A lot of powerful cards out there. Let's see what Scott wants to do with this.
Take this one.
Takes a lifebound. I believe that was the Adrizza staff.
What is the cost of that?
If you're on Twitch, Fizzman says we're debating some
I'm gonna play
grammar.
it
Just
for
look
instance,
at it.
shuffle.
That's brilliant.
Which says I can acquire a hero with 3 or less. It is a hero.
Yes, it's a hero.
Okay, so I would like to acquire that.
There it
And
is.
then-
Isn't Druid's Stone Sword to put that on top of your deck or not?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it should be up there.
So, and
That's it, right?
Let's do a quick replacement.
Everyone's starting to get antsy.
Lifetime
They're
initiative.
waiting for their turn.
right, and I have the 3 power,
3 powers. See what he wants to do with Scott.
which just means I get to punch a cultist.
I have to tell you, Justin, I think whoever can snag that Tablet of Time's Dawn I think is going
gotta do this a
to
little
control the
backwards
rest of the
'cause
game.
Ain't nothing working for me, so I got to do my apprentice first. So I can go ahead and get the.
This is
life
where
down.
it's trouble for Margaret because there's no monsters on the board and she's been power heavy.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Here, she takes that life on initiative.
yeah.
Not a bad card
But-
to take right there.
yeah, but look
as we
at
see,
heavy
you see that
infantry.
Shadow Vixen in there.
She's a vixen.
And our Hot Templar as well.
So.
See what Margaret's going to do right here, thinking it off.
Go ahead and put
Frustrated.
that
That's what
out
that tennis
so I can
grunt
draw a
was.
card.
Only when Mechanic Constructs are played.
Oh, okay. That's right. Sorry.
It's okay, Margaret. We forgive you.
Yeah.
So it's one.
We like you.
Oh, Shadow Star and a Spike Vixen.
Two,
I combine
draw
those two all
card.
the time, so
Shadow Spike Star Vixen.
I'll take that one because I played that a lot yesterday. Combine
Quit
those two.
talking about
with those
yesterday.
two. I'll hit the cultist with those two. I'll hit the cultist with him. And I can't do anything with one, so that's it for me.
So Margaret extends her lead with her honor on the board right there. A very understated turn, but a very effective turn right there.
All right, so
We see
one.
Lee.
Okay, after this turn, you guys have 20 minutes left for our timer. That means if after 20 minutes we have not gotten rid of the entire honor pool, it will be considered that the last honor has been taken, and you guys will do final round. I will give you guys plenty of warning though when the 5-minute marker gets, so you guys know when it's about to end.
Okay.
Good, we hear that timer.
use,
All of our games
Life
here
Bound
at
Construct,
Unrivaled
so
Art
if
do have a
I get
60-minute timer
play Life
for
Bound
those of you who
Initiative, so
are
I get
thinking
one
about still entering the
and an
tournament,
honor.
which you
And
can
the first time I
do.
play Lightbound Hero, I get another honor. So I get 2 honors, so that's 2 runes.
Again, that Tablet of Time's Dawn sitting on the
runes for
table. I think if
Apprentice.
Scott can get it, it would be a
5 runes
huge
for
difference
Mystic.
maker for him. Perhaps a game changer.
And
But he's got 5 runes, so I think Lee's going to take it.
tablet.
There it is.
There it
Oh,
is.
and- wow. How is that going to affect?
And, hold on, 1 second, sorry. Demon Slayer and Militia.
Combining the Demon Slayer Militia gives him.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. And let's see,
That's
so I'm going
the
to punch
cultist.
2 cultists.
Punching the cultist. The movement is alive.
Punch the cultist.
Give you some.
Oh, fumble.
Loose honor, and it's recovered by the Giants.
We play a Spike Vixen, which gives me
Why'd you pick
1.
the Giants?
I have no idea. I was thinking of Little Giants, and then I was thinking of Ed from Married with Children.
I'm going to play Core of the Ferromancer, draw 2, or gain 2
Koa.
power.
Makes
And
it-
since
makes
I
his
have
presence
2
known.
or more constructs, I can draw a card.
Militia though, that's not a card you want to pick up right now. That's where Voids comes so effective to thin your deck out.
If you're, first of all, I'm curious as to see whether
that
Lee
means I
gets through
have-
shuffle and gets that Tablet of Time's Dawn back out. If he can do that, I really think he can win the
What
game.
is that?
I don't know.
It may have been when you were trying to shuffle, it may have gotten.
Mystic.
I just saw him.
I'm so sorry. I did not
No,
see
I know I didn't notice that either.
It hasn't been played, so we can just forget.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
but it
it's
makes
just
a difference.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's just a banished card then, because I did not see that go into the deck at all, so I don't know where it came from, sadly.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't use it. So,
That's all good. Like, there's no like that was just probably an accidental either move over, so I'm just going to make sure that there was no accidental gaining extra mystic to just make it a banished card.
It would be unfortunate if he lost by a point.
so
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen,
I'm
but
going to
that Mystic.
But we see the remorse right there. It's not like he was arguing.
play 1 rune,
Good guy, Scott.
runes.
Sportsmanship, pass it on.
another heavy infantry, and that. So I've only got 2 runes. But I have 1, 2, 3,
That's where the thinking gets you.
4,
This is where you have to really analyze
6,
everything that's going on.
7, 9, 10 power.
10 power.
10
so
power
nothing's been
and
over the middle,
nothing.
So I guess I'll just punch cultists.
Oh, that is so
That's-
unfortunate. That could have
That's
been
5 honor though.
I mean,
it's not what you want, but it's still a
But it's
high
what you
amount.
get.
Yeah. you get what you get, and you don't throw fit.
It's not what you want, but it's what you get. You get. You get.
So I'm gonna play my mechanic construct, draw a
It's
card.
actually kind of hero.
Oh, duh. But I am gonna play him.
And would you like runes or power?
I don't
CJ
know
with the
yet.
clarification between the
Smart.
construct
She
and the
plays it,
hero.
but doesn't decide what she's going to do yet. So that's
So
like
before
what we said. It's a
next
smart
card, you have
move.
to resolve this one first.
No, they said
Okay.
there it is. Got to resolve it.
Well,
So we are going to go for ruins.
Okay.
ruins.
And I get 2 for him. I have 3, but I also get 2 points for having 2 different constructs.
Take away 3. Give you a 5.
Margaret,
So we are
that's
at the
relief.
15-minute mark now.
3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still just a lot of heroes on the board.
I will take the Wolf Shaman.
Ooh, very interesting move right there with the Wolf Shaman. It gets replaced with
A
another
wolf shaman. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm living in a world of dreams.
That's what we called reincarnation.
Hit the cultist for 1.
She punches cultist.
Or 4.
We gotta get
'cause
those
I have
shirts
that
for
too,
grand
so I'll do
finals.
another one. Yeah.
So as you see the scores in the bottom left corner of the screen, Margaret with 37, Lee with 24, Scott with 19. Remember, that's
What do you
not
mean
all the
ruins?
points
I
that you're
have
going to get
no
all the
idea.
reds
It doesn't
of the
matter.
game.
Don't
Where
get
else
caught
can
up
they
on
get
that.
all the reds?
Don't get caught up on that.
Don't get caught up on the bling, man. Just, I'm a girl. I like bling, okay?
Thank you, Margaret, for answering.
7 reds.
Let's see what Lee has.
I need
think this
10,
could
one
be
for
a
each finger.
this could be a
One rune.
revolutionary turn for Lee.
2 runes.
I don't know if
3
I
runes,
used
5
that
runes,
word
2
right.
runes.
4 runes, 5 runes.
There's 2 full Discara.
Skip to the loop.
Didn't have a big hand though
Twofold.
to use that.
He's
He
gonna
won a
copy
better card.
7 runes.
Wow,
Speaking
this is
English?
big.
But he has
Yes.
good runes.
Runes.
Master Dartha.
Master Dartha.
Yeah, but he's not going to have much effect this late in the game.
And hit again for
Let a
2.
man live, Tim.
Here's what I would have done. I would have taken the Demon Slayer and the Wolf Shaman. I would have taken a low card to see what you can replace with. Because if a mech card comes out there and you can afford it, then you've got more honor in the end of your deck.
That's
You
why
know
we
what I'm
keep
saying?
you around. That's why we keep you
Thank
around.
goodness somebody does.
We'll play the Temple Librarian.
Temple Librarian.
The question is, will it get back to Lee?
Discard a card, you get 2 cards to draw from, as we see Scott doing that. Big move right here for Scott. Not a lot. Let's see.
Gonna play Altar of the Precipice.
There, that's a good card.
To
Banish.
Draw 2 cards, banish a card in my hand.
So you first draw the 2 cards, then you banish. You can still banish that card, but you get to see what you draw first.
Yep. I mean, you could banish ahead of time if you really wanted, but I don't think that'd be wise.
Smart. Banishing a.
Do you think Scott has a fighting chance here? Has a fighting chance, Scott? Does he?
Avatar
Laddie?
Constructs.
So I gain 2 power, which means I will now have 5
I'm not
power.
sure. He's going to need to make
He
up
also
some ground right
says
here.
I gain 1 honor for each
He needs to
faction
get that
of
grand
constructs I
design.
control, and I have 2 factions.
So he can at least take that method. He's going to grab some of that extra power, which
You
is
see
good.
the honor winding down. This is a huge turn for him. He
Thanks to
needs
that.
to make some ground up right here. He's not that far away from
this
Lee, though.
first.
We see that burrow mark, so we see 4 constructs out there.
Andrew Trey says Scott is toast. Long live Margaret.
Which gives me 1.
Maybe
rune
that's
that I may
maybe
use to
Margaret
buy
is Andrew
another
Trey
construct.
typing under the table on Twitch.
Another
Just a
Mechanic
thought.
construct.
I have so many thoughts. What is Scott thinking
have
though
2.
at the moment?
I need to make up some ground.
4
5
power,
constructs out there now.
2, 3, 4, 6 runes.
I
Wow.
think he can get that grand design.
You have to. That's
4, 5, 6, 7 power.
7 power still.
Wow.
Kill the method
1,
first. See what else comes
2,
out.
3, 5 runes.
Kill
5 runes, but I think his Mechana gives him one more to buy him another Mechana construct.
Kill the method. Kill the method. Just take out the method first and go from there.
That 6, is that a Mechana?
Yes, Grand Design is a mechanic construct.
Okay. So I have 1 additional rune, which
There
I
we
may
go.
use toward purchasing that. So I'll purchase it.
Big move right
There it is.
there. Now the tide's starting to turn in Scott's favor, I think.
And it's that Watchmaker's
still
Altar
has
that
7
really
power.
I
helps.
have the 4,
And now the Wind Tyrant's out there.
5, 6, 7 power, which I will use to 3 of to purchase that.
This one?
Yes, sir.
That is 3 gone.
What is thrown on the board? Snapdragon. So the power's
Ooh,
4
he was
power
one
left still.
short of a Wind Tyrant. He could have ended potentially been close to the end of the game, and that could have given him more runes too. Wind
Might
Tyrant
have
give
to
you
just-
3 honor, 3 runes.
Might just have to hit the cultist twice now.
He's 1 away.
I think it's going to cost me the game.
2 left.
Well, he was a 3, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have 4 left.
4 left, so 2 cultists.
Oh, wow, that's big.
Because there's like 4 monster out there.
Like
That
you
was
said.
a big move, though, by Scott.
Pretty
Now
words.
things are changing a little bit. Because he has all
good?
those
It's
constructs.
close to about 30 honor, too.
And
Pay the temple.
a lot of
librarian
Mechana as
to
well.
Discard a card. Get 2 more.
And the other players, I think, just hoping we can get to it one more round and see if they can flush some stuff out.
Oh, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can choose.
I can't count. This
Counting
drawing
is
out
tough.
is killing me, so we're still going to discard the militia.
Down to play today, asking can Scott pull the comeback? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm very interested after that last move. I think he can. I mean, Margaret has a couple cards in her hand that if she has an Arha, a Spike Mix, and give her
Yes,
some
the game
power,
will end on her
that
turn,
Wind
so if she
Tyrant, she
depletes
can
it, the game
defeat
will
that
immediately end.
pretty big.
And it was Lee that went first, so if it gets back
So
to
I'm
Lee,
gonna-
that's, I mean, if Margaret can take it right here, that's it.
done, yeah.
So
We're
I gotta
done.
use
And so we'll
that as
see
a
how she can
ruin.
play this out.
So I will take the Wolf Shaman.
She's taking the Wolf Shaman.
Shaman.
Corrosive Widow.
I hope you
And a
like
Corrosive Widow
Shaman.
thrown on
too.
there.
And invite that with that one.
And
You
she's
see what
taking
I did there?
the Corrosive Widow out.
How many do I get?
3.
Each opponent must destroy a construct.
There it is.
So now, once your
Yeah,
turn
but
is
you're
over,
just destroying
the game will end.
And that's it.
This is the floating ghost honor.
This is going to be an interesting count.
I like that CJ calls it the floating ghost honor, by
That's
the
a
way.
lot of
For
ghost
those of
honor.
you wondering
Never
what
know.
just came in,
So
it's
I
just
have
extra
one
from the
and I
bank,
get to draw a
essentially,
card.
just to make sure Margaret can get what's hers. What's owed her.
So I gain 2 and I get 1 ruin for each
What do you think, Justin?
construct,
You think
so
Scott's
that's
got a
2
chance?
points.
I do. I
And
think he's
have
better. Has a better chance than
3
Lee.
now, so
Wow,
I hit the
and there's-
cultist again.
That was a big extra 5 there from Margaret.
This was a big move right there by Margaret.
Is your turn over?
Yep, that's
That
it.
is game. Separate your cards, please, into piles
Okay.
of 10 honor worth.
Let's see.
Time to count.
As well as your honor itself, separate into piles of 10 honor. You may, of course, stack runes or stack the honor points on top of the cards to make for easier counting as well. I'll do a quick check to make sure they're all counted correctly, and then you guys will announce your scores.
I'm riveted at this point, Justin, to see who is going to Vegas. And they're going to be competing for a whole lot of cash too, and not just for themselves, but on behalf of their gaming store. So I think Margaret eats this one out just barely.
Interested to see what Scott has.
And as you hear the soft sounds of the whisper of the card folds, we will quickly find out who will be taking a plane ride to a hotel.
No, they have to go to the airport first.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a taxi to a plane ride to a hotel.
Or maybe Uber.
Or, that's not, you know what I'm saying.
I know.
Who will be headed to Las Vegas? Hey, Justin, knock knock.
Who's that?
The largest tabletop tournament of 2017.
Largest tabletop tournament. Too.
Unrivaled. That was good. That was really good. We should do that again. After this, in case you guys are following us on Twitch, Smashcast, we have more games coming your way, Epic Spell Wars and King of Tokyo.
Okay.
And we're in New York next week.
Yes.
So let's do it quick.
We're going to have fun there, right, Tim?
Yes.
Okay.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yes. Hex and Company games. Someone will be playing.
Okay. So, starting with the first player, score announce.
61.
Looks like I have 50.
68.
Nice.
There's our winner.
Wow!
And Margaret does pull it off.
Congratulations, guys. Good job on all of you guys. That was actually a pretty close game, at least. Within 15 points is not too
And you
bad.
kept going after my mechanic construct, so I was ready to just.
I didn't get enough of them though.
You got more than I did. I didn't
Honestly,
get
though,
any. I got
guys,
one.
thank you very much for rebanning. That's what I
That's
love
a
about
good game
gaming.
right there.
You guys play the way that games are meant to be played. Fun. You guys at least play competitive, which you guys are playing for at least a big prize, yes, but you guys
What's a
had
big
fun.
prize?
You guys played well. thank you guys so much for coming out.
So now I have a decision.
Go look at Vegas.
Well, I got a decision to make now because I'm going to. I got 2 choices now.
Hey. If you guys, good luck whatever other games you play. We will do this, or at least try to do this every single year. So we hope to see you guys
next year we need to switch out the games, man.
Well, you say they are going to have a new slate.
So, wow, that was an interesting game. I thought Scott was going to somehow come back. I was a little bit wrong. Margaret took it over.
You were really wrong. Scott actually ended up with the lowest total, which is a surprise. I think we both thought he would be up there in the total. Margaret, a complete gamer, had total faith in how she was playing her strategy throughout the entire game. I love the way she switched. She was playing the double Arhaz is so dangerous.
Yep,
2 guys
LOLs.
with swords.
Yep.
The LOLs. Lots of slicing and dicing and controlling the monster part of the board for the most part. Whereas Lee was kind of a mix, and then we saw Scott really push for the constructs that never really paid out as much as we thought.
Saw the importance of starting out quicker this game.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's okay not to start out quick, not to panic, but right now I think the slow start kind of put Scott into a hole and allowed Margaret and Lee to get that honor and get those constructs up there.
Yeah, and remember, when you're playing 3-player, you're playing 90. When you're playing 4-player, you're playing 120. Perhaps in a 120 game, maybe Scott has a better chance. So that's something for you guys to remember when you're out there studying your Ascension, getting ready, prepping yourself for maybe one of our last-minute qualifiers. Justin, like you said, where are we next week?
We are in New York, New York. Hex and Company Games.
If you can hear us through the screen and you're wondering what you can do to play the games, all you have to do is show up. You can show up there, and then following that, we move to a couple more cities. We've got Chicago coming up, Minnesota coming up.
Newport, Kentucky.
Newport, Kentucky. There's more opportunities for you guys to play in this incredible tournament. You kind of heard Margaret talking about it. 2018, perhaps. Maybe there's some games out there that
Let
you
us know
want
what
to play.
you want to play next year.
Not apples to apples, but maybe apples to apples. It's up to you. But we'd love to hear about it. We got hashtag on
UTS
2018. Please tweet at us. We want to know what games are out there that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And speaking of thinking about, Justin, where is the finals? I was just
You guys best be thinking about going to our finals in Las Vegas.
That's what, Las Vegas.
Don't get me started.
Are you excited?
Don't get me started about Las Vegas.
I want to get you started. I want to know. What excites you most about going to Las Vegas?
Just the grand, not Tim, just the grandness of all. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to surprise you with. Most importantly, it's going to be fun, competitive, and you got a chance to win money from games.
A lot of money. And on behalf of yourself, $10,000 for first place, $5,000 for second place, $2,500 for third place, and $1,000 for fourth place. Gosh, what finger is this that is just hard to operate? That's a whole lot of money. On top of that, a sweet gaming table.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be awesome. The finals are October 27th through 29th. We potentially will have gold jackets. I don't know.
To be determined.
Yeah, we're kind of working on that. Somebody upstairs, gold jackets, please. Anyway, thank you for GameWorks for having us here today. What are we going to see next? We've got King of Tokyo and Epic Spell Wars.
Spell Wars coming. I'm excited to see that Epic Spell Wars game. I know it hasn't been featured a lot on our broadcast, but it is one of those more competitive, more fun games. It's a very spiritual game.
It's spiritual.
Gets you in the spirit of competitiveness and wanting to defeat someone,
right?
And embarrass him essentially.
Yes. And more importantly, say some incredible names on some cards and say them out loud
in a funny and unique voice.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that it's going to be a blast. Let's check out that interview with Christian and Margaret. Hear what she has to say. Congratulations to her. She played a very great game of Ascension.
Let's take a look what she has to say.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's Christian with Unrivaled and Umbra TV. I'm here with Margaret from Dream Days. Margaret, big Ascension winner.
That's right.
When did you know you had it?
I knew I had it a month ago when I started playing.
Ooh, shots fired. I mean, it's a little different than the pre-interview. You kept it nice, you kept it kind. Now it's time to let it fly.
No, I mean, seriously, no, I knew I loved this game when I first played it, so I knew I wanted to play it here. Even though I qualified for other games, I wanted to play this one, so.
Put in the work, and now it's paying off.
Right. And plus a little payback because, had to school those young boys over there.
Feels good to be victorious, especially, with the loss you had earlier. Now you're able to avenge it.
I have to go to Vegas. I gotta watch my kid. He's going, so somebody's gotta watch him. So I gotta get there. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Mark.
I guess I found out I have a lot of Twitch followers. You can check out my Facebook page if you can see my shoes. I have a Converse Facebook page. Check me out there.
What is the Facebook page?
It's Converse, More Than Casual, yeah.
Okay, More Than Casual? Okay, awesome, awesome. Hey, real quick, while I got you guys still on the stream, we've been doing a lot of different raffles, different things on our pages, so follow us, please. Facebook/Unrivaled. You can do Twitch or Instagram at unrivaled.ts. Please follow us on that. You can win things for guessing how many dice, stuff like that. All right, back to Tim and Justin.
730 dice. That's my guess.
Was that no! Right? You're close. Also, love the shameless plug by Margaret.
I do.
Check out that Facebook. I know I'm already going to be checking that out.
I like her dangerous tone. She is not a lady
She's going to
be
Vegas to win.
Vegas.
A lot of people are saying Vegas, oh, I'm going to have fun. She's ready. Well, she said she's going to party, but now she wants to win.
Listen,
she wants to take out.
If she's only been playing for a month, imagine how she's going to be after she's trained for the next 2 months before Vegas.
Cue the Rocky theme song.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do.
Okay.
That's not the right one.
And the tips of me not wanting to hear you sing, let's check out another episode of our Game Changers.
That sounds good. Justin, do you smell that?
Yeah, sadly I do.
No, not that. The other smell, the smell of tabletop strategy emanating towards our viewers' screens.
No, I still smell the former. Either way, this is Game Changers.
Hi, I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
And this is Game Changers. Justin, it's been a crazy couple weeks. While the weeks are getting different, the decks remain the same. It's how you use them that counts. And we've seen some of the same cards pop up week and time again. One of my favorite being Wand of Dowsing. Doesn't it sound like I'm saying Wanda Dowsing?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Wanda Dowsing reads as follows. Go through the discards to find any one card you want. Take that card and discard this one. Usable only once. This is one of the most powerful cards in the game. We've seen it actually
we saw it last week
with
Christy. She
Right.
was a cleric. Used her Wand of Dowsing to find that divine intervention.
Oh.
Uses that divine intervention. She wins the game, and she's sitting there, like you just did.
Yeah, the sound effect.
You
I feel
beat
like
me to
it does it. Either way, again, the only way you can win a game without defeating a monster. And this gives you the ability to search through either discard pile if you want. On top of that, it's worth 1,100 gold pieces.
Dang.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of money. Anyways, for my spotlight card.
What? Are you okay?
Avatar of the Fallen.
Get up. I can't do the show without you.
Avatar of the Fallen reads as follows. Takes 7 power to beat. It's unbanishable. And your reward, you gain 4 honor, and you may acquire or defeat a card in this in a row without paying its cost. So if you see this Avatar of the Fallen, and it's paired with an Uzziah the Peerless or a Muramasa, and you want to get that card without having to pay, you can. Just beat the dang Avatar of the Fallen.
And if I beat him, I could take out another monster.
Yes, exactly. And that's boom, honor, boom, honor, boom, honor.
That's amazing. That's the most powerful monster in the game.
It is.
You know, Justin, they say that even though Edgar Allan Poe is buried, he still casts a shadow every day. Do you see it?
I don't.
It's right here. Impair, my spotlight card. Shadow magic from Nevermore. Impair reads as follows. Play before the resolution phase begins. All players discard their healing cards. Now that's amazing, but I'm going to do what we call a combo here. Pair this up, impair this up with a card called Reap. Reap makes you change whatever hand you have and pass it to the person you were drafting to. Really? So if you collect only hearts and then pass it to the person next to you, they're in a lot of trouble.
You could say that again.
They're in a lot of trouble. Do you want me to should I say
we're
one more
done.
time? Okay. Well, this has been another episode of Game Changers. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin. We're at our wonderful Game Masters here in Laguna Hills Mall, a proud sponsor of us at Oomba.
Challenge everyone.